All righty, Sue. Thanks. 6:52.
So the FDA is now moving to phase out artificial food dyes that are in, particularly candies, anything that's really super unnaturally looking, bright colors.
Yeah, Dr. Mike, thanks for coming back in. I don't know. Maybe we should have done this a long time ago. What say you?
Well, everything is based on science. I have this phrase, in God we trust,
Right.
and everyone else show me the data. And I think this is a very important step. Now, let's talk about that. There are 8 of these that are petroleum-based synthetic dyes. As Karen, you mentioned, they add color. They don't add any nutritional value, and they just entice people to eat it. So this is the list. Red number 40, blue number 1, blue number 2, citrus red number 2. Green number 3, orange B, yellow number 5, and yellow number 6. These are all on the list. Now, where do you find them? Usually in ultra-processed foods like kids' candy, some beverages, baking decorations, ice cream, certain baby foods.
And particularly for baby foods, because they're so small that this can have, we're worried about the smaller the human when you have substances that there's no reason to have them there. You can use watermelon or something, natural things.
Right.
Well, in Europe, by the way, they use plant-based dyes.
I think they do.
My son went to Europe last summer, and when you look at the back of their stuff, it's not like you need a chemistry degree. There's very little in the way of artificial stuff in their food. So I welcome this.
I think Canada does the same thing.
Well,
plant-based.
Look, and it's all here. It's all on the sides. I want to shout out my nutritionist, Kim, because she is phenomenal, and she went through all of this, helped me out. One thing, that orange bee stuff, where do you find that? Hot dogs on the casings and sausage to give it that look.
But anything like the Cheetos, any of those colors, and the reason why these big companies do it is because it's cheaper. The chemicals are cheaper than having the real stuff that actually comes from watermelon or strawberries or, bright colors.
Right, and beets. Right, and they have a lot of antioxidants and things, just very quickly. So why are we concerned about this? Well, there is data that it can exacerbate, make worse kids with ADHD. It's in the literature. Now, as far as the cancerous and stuff like that, it's all animal studies. So I'm not going to take your kids and say, Karen, okay, you're going to do your kids and get all this stuff. My kids are going to be in the other side, and we're not going to do it and see what happens. So it's tough to stuff.
Yeah, like the cereal companies are going, no, we're going to have to raise the price of your cereals and stuff. We'll see if that
What
happens.
is the value of one life?
I know.
Excuse
I know.
me. All right.
You mentioned this the other day. What? There is a blood test to predict postpartum depression.
Well, they're working on it, and it has to do with the hormone progesterone and how it is metabolized. And the reason this is so important is that postpartum depression affects significant numbers of people, and it can lead to suicide, death by suicide. So wouldn't it be great? And many of them, only 1 to 3%, are diagnosed. Now, this blood test that's not out yet, they're looking at it, they're working on it, would be done in the 3rd trimester. So even before any symptoms occur. And if it turns out positive, you would initiate treatment quickly.
So if you have low levels of progesterone, would you then supplement it? Or is it low or high? What would be the issue?
Well, basically what they found was that if you have progesterone affecting GABA receptors, and the GABA receptors are found to be responsible for neurotransmitter functions in the brain, that's the problem. So the progesterone, if it's high, it can actually cause more risk of postpartum depression.
How soon could we have this?
Well, they're working on it.
A few years.
Yeah. So it's a metabolite of progesterone, and that is thought to affect brain biochemistry. That's how it works.
Fascinating. Thank you.
Blood test in the 3rd trimester.
Yeah, coming to a town near you.
Have a great weekend, Dr. Mike.
I love you, and I love you.
Right back at you, Slick.
Phenomenal.
It's coming up on